Hi, I'm Sophie-Amalie. Thank you for watching. So I've done this really basic beginner's mat work class. It's going back into basics, looking a little bit of the details of the basic Pilates exercises. If you're new to Pilates, then I would definitely recommend this sort of video to start off with. If you're already experienced, then it might be nice to just dig a little bit deeper into the technique, maybe just going back to basic, back to the exercises that you already know, just checking in with your body. I hope you enjoyed, have fun. Thank you for watching. Good, so we're gonna start here lying on the mat. Just place your feet hip width apart, knees are pointing up to the ceiling, and place your arms next to you and just arrive on your mat. Good. You can take a couple of breaths here. Just feel how your body is doing. Feel that your spine is long, so you want to pull the crown of your head in one direction, so make your neck longer, and then you want to pull your tailbone a little bit longer in the other direction. So a nice long spine. Good. Feel if you can feel this, just a slightly bit of air in between the mat and your lower back. So that would be your neutral pelvis. So we don't want to press the lower back in the mat or hyperextend too much. Just where you're kind of lying, relaxing. That would be your neutral spine and your neutral pelvis. Good. From here, let's take a long inhale and relax on your exhale. Good. One more time, a long inhale. Just to relax on your exhale. Good. One more time. So you take a long inhale, and on your exhale, see if you can bring your sit bones together. So it's the feeling of the back of the pelvis getting a little bit smaller. Good. And just relax on your inhale. One more time, bringing sit bones together so the back of the pelvis is getting smaller. And relax and take a long inhale. Nice. One more time. Bringing sit bones together. It might feel a little bit weird to begin with. It will be better. Good. Putting a little bit more on it now. So you're going to take a long inhale to relax. Again, on your exhale, bring your sit bones together. And now see if you can get the feeling of your hip bones pulling together. So the front of the pelvis is getting a bit smaller as well. And just relax on your inhale. Good. One more time. So you take an inhale. Bringing sit bones together. Hip bones together. If you feel here in the inside of your hip bones, you should feel those lower stomach muscles starting to work. Good. And relax again and take an inhale. One more time. Bringing sit bones together. Hip bones together. And now see if you can slide your ribs a little bit down towards your hip. So you want to close your front side and make your back even longer. Good. Relax and take a long inhale. Just two more of these. So we're bringing sit bones together, hip bones together, and ribs down towards your hip. And relax on your inhale one last time. And again, bringing sit bones together, hip bones together, ribs down towards your hip. And see if you can keep this feeling. So now we just worked on engaging your pelvic floor, your transverse, your lowest, deepest stomach muscles. Good. So you should feel that your lower abs are working. Not too much, just a little bit. Good. So now take a long inhale. We're still engaging that front side. Long inhale. On your exhale, tilt your pelvis around towards yourself. So you want to pull the lower stomach muscles up towards the belly button. Good. So it's only the stomach working. Glutes are relaxed. And come back into neutral where you're just relaxing. And again, bringing sit bones, hip bones, ribs together. Tilt your pelvis and round and round and round. Good. And come back into neutral. Nice. Just one last time. Again, tilting, rounding. You're exhaling, rounding. Good. Now stay here. Hold it. Engage your glutes. Tilt your pelvis even more. Nice. Good. So now you round it as much as possible. Now take a long inhale and engage your hamstrings as well. And roll slowly up into your pelvic curl. So we're not lifting up, we're rolling all the way up through the spine. Good. Now stay here and hold it for a second. Make sure you're not pushing up too high, so I don't want you to push into your lower back. I want you to keep the abs active, so that pull of your lower stomach muscles up towards the belly buttons. Your glutes are active, hamstrings are active, and then roll slowly back down again, one vertebrae at a time, so all the way down into the mat. Good. One more time. Take an inhale. You're gonna engage bring your sit bones together, hip bones and ribs, and then tilt your pelvis and around. Engage your glutes, your hamstrings. Push your arms into the mat and roll slowly up through the spine. Good. Now stay here again. See if you can tilt your pelvis even more and make your front side longer. And roll slowly down again. Again, articulating through the spine all the way down to neutral. Two more. We're going to take a long inhale. Again, preparing, tilting, lifting up, rolling up. Good. See if you can press your arms into the mat. Open your chest wide. Nice. Now stay here. From here, one last thing. See if you can have the feeling of the heels pulling towards the pelvis. Don't move the feet, just the feeling that you're pulling your heels in towards your pelvis. That should make your hamstrings work even more. And roll slowly back down again. Good. One last time. Again, tilting and rounding. Rolling slowly up. So we have the stomach working, we have the glutes working, the hamstrings working, the arms working. It's one of my favorite exercises. Good. Now stay here. Hold it. Tilt your pelvis even more. Push your arms in the floor. And from here, push your knees together. All the way into touch. Now stay there. Squeeze your knees together. And open again. Three more. And push your knees together all the way into squeeze. And open. Last two. Push your knees together. Push, push, push. And open. Last time. Push your knees together. Now stay and hold it. Just because it's a beginner's class doesn't mean that it shouldn't be hard. Keep pushing your knees together. Good. Now stretch your arms up to the ceiling. Hold it here. So I still have my knees together. My glutes are burning. Good. Now come 1 centimeter down to lift it up again. And again, come 1 centimeter down to lift up again. We just have 3 more coming down to lift up. And 2 to lift up. Good. One last time. Lifting up. Stay there. Tilt your pelvis more. Push your knees together. Pull your heels into your pelvis. Good. Open back to parallel. Hold it. And roll slowly down through your spine again, all the way down to the mat. Stay in your neutral position without collapsing. From here, just lift your arms up to the ceiling as high as possible and slowly back down again. So just moving my shoulders, lifting slowly up and slowly back down. Just 2 more. And again, lifting up and slowly back down. Good. Last time, lifting up. And then bring your shoulders back down. Have the feeling your armpits pulling a little bit down towards your hip. Now interlace your fingers behind your head. So we're going for our chest lift. So from here, as soon as we open the elbows all the way to the side, your ribs are popping out. I still want a closed front side. So that means that you need to lift your elbows just a slightly bit up towards the ceiling. Good. Now find a nice position where you have a nice long spine, where you can find that active front side again. So start by just finding those sit bones, hip bones and ribs. Take a long inhale. And on your exhale, lift your head off the floor. Lift your chest off the floor, but keep your neutral position in your pelvis. So you don't want to tilt your pelvis around too much because I don't want to engage my hip flexors. I want to stay in a neutral pelvis and just let my abs work. Lift a little bit higher and come slowly all the way down. Nice. Take an inhale here. And let your armpits glide down towards your hip. Let your head off the floor, your shoulders up. Good. Come a little bit higher. Look in through your legs. See if you can lift a tiny bit higher. And come slowly back down. Good. We have 2 more. Long inhale. Lifting up on your exhale. Have the feeling again it's your chest or your ribs pulling down towards your hip to lift yourself higher. And slowly back down. Just one last time. Again, lifting slowly up. You can even pull your belly button a little bit down towards the floor. We're gonna stay here. Good. Now take an inhale and turn and rotate to your right. It's a tiny movement. So I want my chest bone to be directly on the outside of my right knee. Come back into center. Keep the height and rotate towards your left. So it's not a big movement. It's a tiny movement. I'm going for my obliques. And slowly back into center. One more time. Turn and rotate. Good. And come back into center. And again, turning, rotating. See if you can keep your elbows in the same distance the whole time. So it's my chest bone moving. We're going for one more. Slowly into center. Last time. Turning to your left. Good. And come back into center. Lift yourself a little bit higher. And come all the way down. Nice. Now from here, just let your arms down your side. Let's go for our single leg lift. So you're going to bring the right leg up into your tabletop. Good. Your tabletop is this position where you have your knee just above your hip and your lower leg parallel to the floor. So 2 times 90-degree angle. Good. From here, engage your abs again. So really want to work on keeping the pelvis stable. From here, you're going to put or tip the foot down into the floor. Good. To lift it up again. So it's a tiny movement. So slowly down without the pelvis moving at all. And lift it up again. Good. 2 more. Slowly down. See if you can avoid bending your knee. Lifting up. So it only comes from your hip. Good. And slowly back up again. Good. Now stay here and hold it. We need the stomach a little bit more to float the left leg up as well. So we're going to activate the abs even more. Lift your left leg up into your tabletop. Good. So you still want a neutral pelvis, but without collapsing. Now put your right leg slowly back in the floor without moving your pelvis at all. Foot all the way down. Good. Just to change. So we're going to tip the left foot slowly down into the floor and lift it up again. And again, you can take an inhale down to lift it up on your exhale. Good. Just 2 more. Slowly down. Lift it up. Keep the angle in your knee. Last time. Lift it up to hold it. Good. Again, we're going to float the right leg up. Engage your abs even more to float your right leg up. Good. Now stay here. Close your feet. Close your knees. Good. We're going to do like changes. So we're going to do the same. We just practiced. So now you're going to tip the right foot down towards the floor. Only as far as you can keep your pelvis. And then change directly in the air with the other leg. It's not fast movement. It's really slow and controlled. Good. So you can have an exhale every time you're changing. Good. So exhale, change, and change, and change, and change. Good. Really keep those ribs down. Keep those lower abs active. We have just 5 more. Good. And 4, and 3. Last 2. Last 1. Come up and hold it. Good. Push your knees together. Put your feet together. From here, lift your arms up to the ceiling. Slowly behind your head. Keep those ribs down. Keep your front side. Good. Going into 100 prep. You're going to lift your arms. Chin to your chest. Lift your shoulders off the floor and push your fingers forward. 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 Good. And lower slowly back down again. Arms up to the ceiling. And slowly behind you. Again, keep those ribs down. Keep your front side. Just 2 more. Lifting arms, head, upper body. Good. Up in your chest lift. Nice. Push yourself a little bit higher, a little bit forward. And slowly back down again. Good. Just one last time. Lifting up over the ceiling. Lifting chin to chest. Good. Come a little bit higher and a little bit higher and a little bit higher. Good. Now grab behind your thighs. Breathe. See if you can round your back even more, but keep your neutral pelvis. So it's upper body rounding. Good. And from here, push your feet slowly forward. Roll slowly up to sit. Good. but keep your tabletop. Lift your chest bone forward and up, so it's almost a teaser. And then tilt your pelvis and round again, so you can really use your arms for help. You can use your legs a little bit. Good. It's a hard exercise, not really beginner, but I want to do it anyways. Good. So just stay in your chest lift. Good. One more time. So you're going to tilt your pelvis around. You can, if you need to, push your feet a little bit forward just to get a little bit help to come up. But see if you can really come up just from using your abs and your hip flexors. Good. Lift your chest up, 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 up. And again, tilting, rounding. So round slowly down. Tilt your pelvis as much as possible. Good. Just have one last time. Again, tilt and round. Roll slowly up, up, up. Good. Stay here. Lift your chest up. Let your shoulders come down. Straighten your back even more. Good. Hold it, hold it, hold it if you can. Let go of your leg. Just hold yourself for 3, 2, 1. And bring your feet in the floor. Open your knees to the side and just hang over your legs for a second. And breathe. Good. So from here, you want to come up to sit. Feet are open, hip width apart. You really want to come on top of your sit bones. It's a really hard position to sit in, so there's a lot of work from your back muscles, from your whole core, your thighs, hip flexors. You need to stretch on the back side of your legs. If it's too much, you can always fold your mat a couple of times. Come up to sit. Might help you a little bit to straighten your back. If you don't need to, then don't do it. Good. So come all the way up to sit. Find a nice long back. Just stretch your arms forward and let your shoulders glide down your back. Good. Lift yourself as tall as possible. Good. Take a long inhale. And from here, let your chin come down to your chest. Roll down through your spine as far down as possible. So I'm going into this spinal flexion. From here, stretch yourself a tiny bit forward. So I'm looking a little bit for this hamstring stretch, but I'm still curving and rounding my lower back. Good. And then roll slowly back up again. So I'm trying to stagger the vertebrae on top of each other. Let your shoulders glide down. And then lift your arms forward. Good. Shoulders down. Lift the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Again, take a long inhale. And chin to your chest. Just roll slowly down through the spine. Good. As far as possible. When you can't get any further, then stretch yourself a little bit forward. Good. And roll slowly back up again to sit. So it's almost like if you were sitting against a wall and you were placing your whole back up against the wall and your arms forward. Last time, chin to your chest. Roll slowly down. Good. When you can't round your back anymore, then stretch yourself just a little bit forward. Take an inhale. And roll yourself slowly up again to sit. Shoulders down. Lift your arms. And now this time all the way up to the ceiling. Good. As high as possible. Find a nice long back again. Stay with your back. Just bring your arms back again. With your back and back and back. So we're just lifting the arms up. Your back is staying. Your spine is long. But your arms are coming down. Good. 2 more. Lifting up. And slowly down. Good. Last time, lifting arms up. Now stay there and hold it. Still nice long back. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Again, elbow a little bit in front of you. Let your armpits drop down. And now close your feet together, your knees together. Then lift yourself a little bit taller. Take an inhale. And turn and rotate towards me. So I'm not leaning back. I'm not moving my elbows. It's only my chest turning and rotating. Good. And into center. Lifting up. Turn and rotate. Other side. And back into center. Lifting up. And turning, rotating. Good. And back into center. Lift it up. And turn and rotate. Good. Last time. Come into center. Lift it up. And turn and rotate. Good. Back into center. Lift it up. Last time. And come back into center. Stay here. Just a little bit for your shoulders. Open your elbows as wide as possible. And forward again. Make sure you're not just sticking your chest out, but it's just the arms moving. And forward again. Just 2 more. Opening up. And forward. Last time. Opening up. And come forward. Just release your hands, your arms, and shake it out. Good. From here, just come down on your side. So I have my lower arm under my head. Have my feet on top of each other and a bit in front of my hip. I still want my hip bones on top of each other the whole time. And I want that closed front side again. So really active stomach and long back. Your top arm can be in front of your chest. Let your top shoulder glide down your back. Good. From here, we're going to go into our side lift. So you take a long inhale here. And from here, lift just your top leg up to hip height. Don't lift it too high. From here, I'm going to float my lower leg up as well. Stay there and hold it. Lift yourself a little bit higher. And slowly back down again. Just 1 more. So top leg is lifting up. Your lower leg is lifting up as well. Stay there. Lift yourself a little bit higher. And slowly back down. Good. Now both legs together. You can use the top arm tiny bit. Don't use your arm too much. And float both legs off the floor. Lift it up. Stay there. You want to make the top waist as short as possible. So it's your obliques working, not your lower back. And slowly back down. Good. 2 more. Lifting up. And slowly down. Nice. Last one. Lifting the legs off the floor. Stay here and hold it. If possible, stretch your top arm up to the ceiling. Find your balance. Now your lower leg is going to come down to the mat and lift it up again. So your inner thighs are working slowly down to lift it up. Just 5 more. And up. And 4, and up. Good. Last 3, and up. 2 more to come up. Good. Last time. Lift it up and stay here. A bit higher, and a bit higher, and a bit higher. Good. And come all the way down. Nice. Now bend your knees. Just push yourself up. So just take a short mermaid stretch. So the arm that you lied on, it's gonna lift up and over the ceiling. So you're gonna take a nice long stretch over your feet. Good. You can look just a little bit for your best stretch. Looking a little bit down to the floor, maybe a little bit up towards the ceiling. And then come slowly back down, hand in the floor, elbow down. So we're just gonna stretch that side that we've just been working on. So your fingertips are sliding away from your head. Your top hip is pulling down towards your feet. Let's take a nice long stretch here. Good. And come all the way up again. Swing your legs around and let's do the other side. So again, we're going to come down on the side to lie. Lower arm are stretched. Feet on top of each other and in front of your hip. Good. You can use your top arm in front of your chest. Just make sure you're not using it too much to lift the legs. Good. Let's just take 2 where we're going to split them up. So you're going to take your top leg, lift it up till hip height. Don't lift it too high now. Float your lower leg up as well. Good. Close your feet, lift them a little bit higher. And slowly back down again. Go 1 more time like this. Top leg is lifting up. Lower leg is floating off the floor. Good. Lift the legs a little bit higher. And slowly back down. Good. Now both legs together. Same feeling of floating both legs off the floor, making your top hip, top waist shorter and shorter and shorter. Good. And slowly back down again. Just 2 more. And again, lifting off the floor. Good. And slowly back down. Last time. Now lift both legs off the floor. We're going to stay up there to hold it. Your top arm is going to come up to the ceiling if possible. Find your balance first. And then bring your lower leg down to the mat and lift it up again. You're going to take an inhale down to lift it up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last 5. And up. And 4. And up. Good. 3 more. Up. Last 2. Good. And the last one. Come up to hold it. Lift your legs a little bit higher. And a little bit higher. And a little bit higher. Nice. And come all the way down. Good. Bend your knees. Use your arms and push yourself up into this mermaid position. Take your lower arm, the one we were just lying on, lift it up and over the ceiling and come into this nice long side stretch. Good. Again, it's your stretch. So do whatever you feel like. Look for your best stretch. Good. And come slowly up. Hand in the floor, elbow down. Let's do the other side as well. So fingertips are stretching away from your head. Top hip is pulling down towards your feet. So stretch yourself nice and long. Good. And come all the way up. Good. Just shake it out. Good. Now come down on your stomach to lie. Arms are in the mat. Hands a little bit in front of your shoulders. And just come all the way down to lie for a second. Start by finding those hip bones again. They're pulling in towards each other. So your lower stomach muscles are active. Now pull your armpits down towards your hip. Push your hands, your elbows down into the mat. Now lift your chest bone. Forward and up. So we're working on our upper back. Good. Now bring your chest bone forward and up and forward and up. And stay here. Just enjoy that beautiful, nice, long back extension. And come all the way back down again. Good. Just 3 more. Again, shoulders pulling down towards your hip. Pushing hands, elbows in the mat. Now lift your chest bone forward and up. Don't use your arms to push yourself high. Use your arms to pull your chest forward. And slowly back down again. Just 2 more. So again, armpits first. Hands in the floor. Lift your chest bone forward and up, forward and up, and forward and up. Good. And slowly back down. Just one last time. Again, pulling armpits down towards your hip. Push your hands, your elbows in the mat. Lift yourself forward and up, forward and up. Good. Now stay here and hold it. So really want the back muscles to hold you, not your arms. Float your hands. Your elbows off the floor. Just hold yourself here. Nice. Lift yourself a little bit higher. Chest bone forward and up. Forward and up. Forward and up. Good. And come all the way down on the mat. Now use your arms. Push yourself back into your rest position so you can open your knees wide. And just push your pelvis back onto your heels. Push your arms forward nice and long. And just take a couple of breaths here. See if you can stretch your back long. See if you can release your lower back a little bit. So really want to work more on the upper back, but often you feel it more into your lower back. It's a lot about technique. It takes some time. And it's not wrong working the lower back as well. Good. Now roll slowly up until all 4. So you're just gonna end off with our cat stretch. So you have your hands just under your shoulders, knees under your hip. Good. Now from here, find a nice long spine. See if you can find somewhere in between just hanging and rounding. Good. So nice long spine, neutral position. Good. And take a nice long inhale. And from here, like we did in the beginning of the class, you're going to tilt your pelvis and round. Bring your tailbone under yourself. Now round your whole spine. In the end, you're going to look into your belly button. Good. And then from here, start from your tailbone again. So you want to find a neutral position. When you have a nice long back, then stop there. You don't want to hang into your lower back and let go of your stomach. We're going to stop there. But now think about that back extension. So I'm pushing my chest bone forward and up and forward and up and forward and up. Good. And again, tilt and rounding. You do a bit faster now. So all the way through the spine, look into your belly button and start from your tailbone, finding this nice, long, neutral spine, and then just go a little bit further in your chest. So you're lifting your chest bone forward and up. And again, tilting, rounding. Good. Pull your tailbone under yourself. Just look into your belly button. Come back into neutral spine. Open your chest forward and up. See if you can find that upper back again. And just the last time, tilting and rounding the spine. And coming back into neutral, good. Open your chest, collarbones out to the side, nice long back, good. And the last time, tilt your pelvis and round and push yourself back into your rest position. Good job, guys. So I hope you liked the video. If you did like it, then please give it a little thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel so you will get a little message every time I do more videos. I really try to put in a video once a week, especially during these staying at home times. I know some of you really enjoy doing your workout at home. If you have any wishes, then please write me. If you have props at home that you want to do, get a little bit inspiration with, then let me know. Anyways, just thank you for watching and take care.